Hey guys, Al here, something fishy. This will be our first fish, or my first fish I should say, because I haven't got Matt with me. He's got jobs on today. So it'll be my first fish for season 2023, and it's an impromptu thing. Woke up this morning, looked out the window and thought I could do some house chores or I could go fishing, and I picked fishing. So I'm off to the Tyenna River and just going to try my luck. What time is it? I think we've left it, run a little bit late in the afternoon. I'm leaving at 11:20, so by the time I get up there it's probably going to be closer to 12:30. So there, just see how we go and have a bit of fun. Hey all, it's about 12:30 and I've lobbed up at the Tyenna River. It's my favourite little spot from when I was younger, so I thought I'd start here and give it a bit of a roll. On the way I stopped and did some shopping. It's hard to drive past a BCF. So anyway, my standard tackle box, which is that size, a little bit big, and my standard net. So up here, river fishing, planning to take a bit of a walk. I don't want to be lugging that stuff around, so I stopped in and see my mate at BCF, and handy little backpack that I can just put some of my Huey's lures in and some of my other favourites, and then I went, I may as well get myself a little kayak net. They're only small fish up here, so that shouldn't be an issue, and even with the bigger ones I can just scoop them ashore with that, and that's nice and light to my belt. And planning to do a bit of soft plastic this year. Haven't got many in the tackle box yet, but I thought, well, I was there, I may as well pick up some sleeves and start to do it properly. So yeah, that was my little adventure on the way up here, and time to throw some lures in this new tackle box and I'll hit that water. Alright, so ready to roll. Tackle box is loaded up with a few of the favourite colours for this area. Yellow is probably not, but I just thought I'd toss that in for good measure. But yeah, loaded up, ready to go, and trucked on the Huey's Galaxy to start off with, as I know that's a colour that works up here. I have had success with that before, so gonna start with it and see how it hits. Anyway, wish me luck. This area in here all used to be pretty clear, but as you can see, winter, some high winds, it's brought a lot of structure down into the water. But right underneath of us here, there's a nice deep hole, some rocks submerging there, and a log right under the water here. Probably can't see it, but it's right there. So I'm just going to try to fish this area and see if I can't just pull one out of one of these snags. Well, I've had no luck so far. Normally I walk upstream and you can walk the rapids pretty well here, but as you can probably tell, there is a lot of water coming down here at the moment, and I just tried to get up through there and nearly had my feet washed out from under me. So considering I'm by myself today, I think I might try to find a different way through there, but it might be difficult to get up to where I want to go. But we'll see, and I'll search for a path somewhere. Okay, so I've ended up having to move downstream instead of upstream, so The rapids were just running way too high, and I've seen some areas of the tyenna here that I've never seen before. They're nice little stretches of water, but they're really hard to access. And I can really only flick a lure downstream, so it's not ideal. I'm going to keep on moving down. Hopefully I can find a nice pond that I can work my way back up again, but yeah, I'm going to have a couple of flicks here anyway, just in case. Well, I kind of got over bushwalking in waders. Tell you, I might have some blisters tomorrow. So I turned around and I thought, bugger it, I'm going to go back upstream. And I found a track, clear as day. Don't know how I missed it to start off with. And yeah, I found a nice little corner. It goes all the way around, flat water, some deep holes. Nice little spot. So if I'm ever going to have any luck today, this is going to be where, I reckon. Well, I hope anyway. I had a change. I don't know why I didn't start with this lure. It's my favourite lure in the tackle box. That's the mountain trout, the Huey's mountain trout. And so I'm just going to give it a run here. And I'm going to give this area a good fish because it's deep and it's quiet. It's out of the rapids. There's plenty of casting space. So it should be a hell of a lot better for me anyway. Alright, hopefully I'll get on the one and I can turn the camera back on. I'm just going to put on the head strap and put on the head cam for a bit because I can actually get out in this and have a wade down here and cast upstream. And well, I'm quietly confident. So we'll see how we go, eh? Hopefully I'll get this camera on a decent angle because last time I used the head cam all I got was the skies. But anyway, let's see. Just move around to the corner a little bit, hit that tree from a different angle. Something's going there, a little cross up of the line. Something you've got to be careful of if you're up here in the tyenna is it looks quite shallow in spots, but it's all debris that's washed down, so when you stand on it you actually go through it down to about knee deep in some spots. So just test your footing when you're wading, you will get caught out. Some areas it's quite solid. It's ankle deep where I am now, which is good. Trying to float under that tree a bit with the current and then pull it back out, hoping I can find something hiding underneath of it, but I've had no luck so far. I've nailed the cast a couple of times and putting it in some trouble there, but got it out. I know I bang on about it a bit, but why I love these Huey's lures is they've got a beautiful action under the water. Sometimes you can throw an atomic or something and they don't seem to hardly move, where you can never ever say that with the Hueys. And bang for buck. He doesn't overcharge for them and they are a good lure. Saying that, haven't had a touch. right on that fallen log there. It's just laying down beautifully in the water. Surely there's something under it. Tell you what, I've gone on record before saying that fishing's more about the experience and not about the fish. You know, it's about spending time in nature and exploring and relaxing and finding little places like this, which is just quite amazing in the middle of nowhere. You've got to take a walk to get there, I'll tell you. But right now, bloody fish should be nice, because geez, I've put in a lot of effort for bugger all. Fish there for a little while. Time to take a bit of a stroll. Another little hike. Looks like there's a quiet little shadowed spot around the corner. So I'm going to see if I can get to it. Flick. Keep it low. Well, the day has been unsuccessful to say the least. I am working my way back to the car now. Tell you what, I've certainly got my exercise up today. I'm buggered. But anyway, fished quite a few different holes. Quite hard to get to a lot of them. No success. But like I said before, it's been really enjoyable. Found a lot of spots that I didn't know existed. And I've fished up here before when I was a kid, and I've never found these spots. So I'd be keen to do it again. I think I'd be keen to bring some bait up here and do that rather than lures in some of these areas. Even some power bait I think would be an interesting little try one day. But you know, it's been enjoyable. So no fish, that's fishing sometimes. I'm back at one of the nicer little holes that I fished on the walk up, so I'm going to give this another go before I go. There is a couple of spots I'll stop at on the drive home too, so I'll give them a crack as well. But I'm going to give this area a go with a maybe a red, I dare say, a black and red. My battery will run out in a minute, so if I get anything I'll try to get some photos on my phone, but I don't like my chances. Hasn't been great so far. But yeah, back in, I don't know, this little spot here, which was one of the nicer areas I fished, and I actually had a bit of promise in here, I thought, but to no avail. Well, you wouldn't bloody believe it. So I just had a cast up here underneath these trees, and I got onto one. He was a little baby. He shook it loose. He came off. It was on the Huey's Tassie Tiger. If I probably had have really concentrated on getting the fish, I probably would have got him in, but I was too busy trying to get in the camera, and he shook it off. But anyway, he was only little, so he would have been going back in there anyway. But at least I had a hit.